everyone. Hope you had a good weekend and you had a good week last week. I just really wanted to talk to you about a couple of things this week. And first of all, have you ever wondered why it is that so many people find it difficult to make decisions? Whether it's a decision to leave an existing job, or it's a decision to start a new business and they've got a great idea, or it's just simply, they're in a meeting and they've got a great idea, they want to voice their opinion, but something actually holds them back. It's a very interesting thing, I know, and I've been there myself before. And I think just one of the things, because it's something that I was part of on Friday, a discussion on this, that I just want to kind of share with you, why it is I believe certain people are held back from making decisions, whether they're important decisions or just decisions in their life. I was at this education roundtable forum, mastermind forum, with various school principals from Australia, and we were having this discussion, and I was asked by the person who was chairing it, what were the couple of things I wish I had been taught at school that I could pass on perhaps to the principals that were here at the forum. And I think it came down to two things. The first thing, and I think this impacts why it is a lot of people don't make decisions, particularly difficult decisions in business and in life generally. The first thing that I really wish I had been taught in school was that I think we all need to have a really, really good, strong mindset. We actually need to know ourselves, be aware of both ourselves and the surrounding environment that we're in. I think that's number one. If you've got a really positive, strong mindset, and this deals with a lot of things related to emotions and with feelings, and when those difficult decisions have to be made with regard to business or in life, as human beings, we all tend to get these anxieties, these fears, these self-doubts that come through. And these are just natural things that happen to us in life. And they'll never go away. They'll always be there because that's just part of the human makeup. I think the important thing is that we have a strong mindset to be able to deal with those issues, because if we can, then we can make those decisions, as difficult as they may sound at the time. And a lot of it is that they're not difficult decisions, it's just those emotions that come through on us and make us feel they are difficult. So I'm just going to try and put that in context with you. I know a lot of you, because I've spoken about this before, are aware that I have the honor every day of being able to swim alongside Olympic athletes, Olympic swimmers here in Australia. And I think if they've taught me anything else besides being high-performing athletes and have got this wonderful ability to be able to perform at the very highest level, I think one of the great things they're able to do is to be able to deal with this whole issue of when the emotions arise, particularly on a big event, whether it be the Olympic Games or the Commonwealth Games or the World Championships, they're able to deal with this in a really positive, strong way that I just want to share with you, that will hopefully help you in making those difficult decisions. So what they do is when these emotions rise, and as I said, they happen for everybody, Olympic athletes or whoever, because that's just a human thing. When those beliefs, those doubts arise, those fears, those anxious moments arise, what they're able to do is they're able to say, almost like they self-talk to them. They say, I know you're there. I know that issue of fear and an emotion is there. They're able to then be able to say, that's fine, but I can't deal with them at that moment because I've got this important event, whether it be the finals of the Olympics or whatever. And they're able to move, they've got a strong enough mind to be able to move those fears and doubts and anxiety to one side, knowing that they're there and they'll always be there, and they'll come back to them. And what they're able to do is bring the feeling of swimming in the final into the fore of their mind. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And I think we can all learn how it is that we're able to take those emotions, put them to one side, and be able to then bring on those feelings and let the feelings override the emotions, which is a very different concept. I think one of the things I've been able to do from school afterwards is be able to, over time, be able to do this with help, because I think the solution relies not just on your own ability to be able to deal with those emotions, but is also to be able to get a coach to be able to help you. And I've got a wonderful coach at the moment who's able to help me both in business and in life, because I think if we all want to reach our higher self, we've all got to have a coach. Because again, with the Olympic athletes, there is no way they could ever get to the Olympic Games, or very few of them, if any that I know of, are able to get to the Olympic Games without actually having a coach. And that coach enables them not only to be great swimmers, but also be able to bring out the best in themselves, whether they be issues relating to emotions, fears, anxieties, doubts, and bring those feelings through that I've just been talking about. So hopefully, you found that of use. I think, for me, I'm able to then bring it into the business world, which I think is really, really important in making those really tough decisions, whether they're about who it is you want to work with as a client, the kind of projects that you want to take on, the difficult decisions that you're able to make. And I think, for me, being able to have a strong and positive mindset, which all deals with this whole issue that I believe needs to go back into the schools, which is emotional intelligence. And that's what I believe the schools need to be teaching the students today, not just numeracy and literacy, but they also need to be teaching them how to be aware both of themselves and the area and the environment they're in through emotional intelligence. So just wanted to share that with you, because I had a pretty in-depth, as I say, roundtable discussion last Friday with a group of senior principals of schools here in Australia. And that's all really got to do with where one of my big passions are at the moment, is to be able to bring in entrepreneurial academies into schools, because I think it's really important that not only schools deal with the issue of a curriculum around numeracy and literacy, but they also deal with the entrepreneurial part of, I think, people that you need to learn. You need to learn how to problem solve. You need to know how to deal with difficult decisions when you're in school, because I think when you come out of school and into the bigger world, it's a much different concept than when you are in school. And I think not just having sports academies and music academies, but they also, I believe today, need to have more so than ever an entrepreneurial academy. So just wanted to share that with you in the blog this week. Sport is a very big thing for me. I have a huge passion for it. I talked about my music last week, but also sport has been also a very big thing. I played sport when I was in school, not at a very senior level, but I'm very lucky today to be able to come in contact with the highest performing sports people and be able to have the honor to be able to coach, in a business sense, Olympic athletes. And that for me is just the ultimate, to be able to have that. So just kind of want to share that with you today. I hope you got value from it. I guess the other example this weekend, because it's also something that's been very close to me, is seeing the wonderful performance by the ladies netball team, the Lightning team, which is a local team here in Australia, competing in the grand final and beating the favourites, actually, in their own home ground over in Western Australia over the weekend. So well done to the Lightning team. And again, they're a great example of a team that have a wonderful coach. Yes, they've got great players and they all play together as a team, but they've got a wonderful coach in Nolene. So well done to the team, and well done to Nolene and their coaching, and a fantastic performance by them at the weekend in the Australian ladies netball grand final over in Perth. So hopefully you got benefit from this. The other thing I kind of, as a tactic that you might want to kind of look into if you're ever in that situation where you need to make a difficult decision, there's a wonderful, there's a whole load of wonderful videos out there and books that were written by a lady called Mel Robbins. And she's come up with this concept, which is pretty similar to what I've been talking about, but she's been able to brand it very well. The 5-second rule, where, when you have this idea and you want to do something, don't give your mind that opportunity to be able to click into the safe place, but go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and make that decision really quickly. And it's a really good concept. I use it myself, and you might find it useful. So yeah, if you ever get the chance, jump onto YouTube. There's so many millions of videos with regard to Mel Robbins and the 5-second rule. As always, I'd love to hear your comments and feedback on social media. I'm on the usual platforms of Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, because I did it on Saturday, actually, I uploaded it onto my website, you can get a free copy now, a free copy of my 12 key drivers for you and your business. Fantastic things in there. Some of them have been a surprise to me. They're from a research that I've done over the last 6 months, interviewing over 100 of my clients from around the world that I've worked with and I'm currently working with, and found out how it is they're dealing with being successful today themselves and also their businesses, because most of them are managers and leaders of businesses. And what is it that they can share with that success to be able to give to other people, to the opportunity to also be successful. And I've distilled them all down into 12 drivers that are really important both for you and for your business. So if you haven't seen a copy of it, please jump online onto my website. That's jimmybradbury.com. That's Jimmy with 2 I's, Jimmy Jimmi, and 2 M's, Jimmi, Bradbury.com. Download for free the 12 drivers that you do need to know about for yourself and for your business, because a lot of them are really key. Some of them you'll know about, I'm sure. There's 1 or 2 in there that will surprise you, that you will find so much benefit from. So yeah, please get on there. It's for free. Download it for free on my website, jimmybradbury.com. If you got value from this, please share it with your friends and leave us a review, give us a comment, and as always, this is a great world. Get out there and live it, because this is the most exciting time to be alive. And if ever I can help you, please drop me a note, and I hope that you do live the life you imagine. I'll talk to you next week. Goodbye and God bless. Bye.